If you've clicked on this video, then there's someone at your job that you don't get along with, or there's someone that's just difficult and hard to work with. This can really ruin your job, especially if this person is your boss. So in this video, I'll show you how to deal with difficult people at work or people who just don't do their job so you don't dread going to work anymore. And if you want to learn how to get promoted or pass your next interview, I highly recommend that you click subscribe down below for more free career content. This 4-step process to deal with difficult people at work is something that I teach all of my clients, and you're going to get this information for free. So make sure you take really detailed notes and put any questions that you may have down in the comments down below so I can help you answer them. So step 1 to dealing with a difficult person at work is to talk it out with them privately. Make sure you watch the other video up on my channel, which is how to have difficult conversations at work, before you continue watching the rest of this video, but I'm going to give you a quick high-level breakdown. Basically, you're going to want to use a lot of I statements. Make sure not to blame them for anything, and make sure that you find a way to compromise and show them how working together is a win-win for both of you. Now, make sure you have this private conversation with this person as early as possible. The longer that you wait and the longer that you let this problem persist, the more that they're going to think that their attitude and behavior is okay. Now, when it comes to dealing with difficult people at work, everyone's first instinct is to go and tell your manager about it. But this is actually the worst course of action that you can have for 2 reasons. First, it shows your manager that you can't handle any problems on your own. And second, it will only make the situation worse. Like, if the teacher tells the class bully to stop picking on you, it's only gonna make it worse and make them pick on you more when they can get away with it. Alright, so let's say you've tried step 1, which is talking it out privately with that person, and if it's still not working, then step 2 of the process is to now inform your manager, but make sure you tell them of all the conversations and how you tried to already fix this problem on your own. It's very important that you start to involve your manager, explain to them how you even tried to compromise with that person before you get mad, retaliate, or try and get even. If you do, then this will give the other person negative things to say about you, which will only cause both of you to now get in trouble. Okay, but what if telling your manager and getting them involved still doesn't work? And trust me, I've worked with some people who, even when they get reprimanded by their manager, no matter what they do or say, it doesn't really affect them. Then you're going to go to step 3, which is basically managing that person, or what I call managing up. Your goal when you're managing them or managing up is to essentially own as much of the projects or the work as possible, so you really limit the interactions and reliance that you have on this other person. This way, that person can't sabotage you or your work, and you can find ways to make them more accountable. One way to do this is for you to be responsible for the weekly status reports or status updates. And you can be the one that reports out on who's responsible for each action item and what progress they're making. This allows you to show everyone on your team how much work you are doing versus the other person. And this is a great way for you to humble brag and slyly throw them under the bus. Now, the final step to dealing with someone that you don't like at work is to openly praise them whenever they finish or accomplish something. Now, you're probably thinking, why would I want to compliment somebody that I hate? Well, it's a bit of reverse psychology, because maybe that person will see what you're doing with them, try and mirror you, or even feel guilty and reciprocate. But above all those things, it's the best because your team and your manager will see that you are putting in a genuine effort to make the working relationship work. But the other person isn't holding up their end, and they're the one that's being rude. This will act as goodwill for your personal brand, and it will show your boss and your boss's boss that you are not the real problem here. So there you have our 4-step approach to dealing with really difficult people at work. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure you click that thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.